Hey everyone, so today I'm going to share with you 7 important tips on how to be more confident in your vlogs and how to produce better vlogs. Let's go! So I know a couple of you are either filmmakers or people who just like to document their travels and put them into vlogs or montages, and I believe that no matter who you are, vlogging is a great skill set to have to not only just help you tell more personal and more engaging stories, but also it's a great public speaking skill set to have, and it can be applied outside of YouTube, whether it's in your workplace or at school. It's just great to have. Okay, so on to the very first point, and this is probably the most important one out of everything, and that is to be the most exaggerated version of yourself. So basically no one wants to watch someone who sounds bored or who looks bored. So today is Chinese New Year day 2 and I'm gonna do some visiting. Yeah. Typically when we talk to our friends, it's really not that interesting, especially for introverts like myself. It's even harder to sound interesting. For extroverts, maybe it's a lot easier. So you kind of have to establish a persona or a character that it's a more exciting version of yourself, but still being you. Basically, you need to inject more energy and have more conviction in the things that you talk about and in the way you present to the camera. I would say the general rule to be able to have this transcend genuinely is to talk about things that you are really passionate about, things that you love, topics that you love to talk about. And so there's definitely a line between being an exaggerated version of yourself but still being you and just being overly energized. What's up everyone? Today is Chinese New Year day 2 and I'm so pumped. I can't wait to eat more snacks, gamble and win some ang-paos. Woo! So I want to give credits to Jade Damawangsa. She's actually the one who shared this tip and I just find it really enlightening. Alright, on to our second tip, and that is to rehearse. Rehearse what you're expecting to say or how you're expecting yourself to react to a certain situation. I know this sounds very weird. Vlogging is supposed to be very spontaneous, supposed to be very in the moment kind of thing, but especially for beginner vloggers or introverts like myself, we don't tend to react as much or express as much as we like to. So rehearsing about what you want to roughly say about a location or even about your emotions when you see something really beautiful like a beautiful sunset or like the Milky Way. Oh my god guys, did you see that? It's the Milky Way. I can't believe it. It will just allow your brain to internalize the kind of emotions that you want to portray that you're actually feeling, just that you don't really know how to express it, and internalize the way you talk to the camera, how you interact with this thing, and how you kind of just present your thoughts. And even for my intros, I still plan what I want to roughly say and I actually rehearse and go through it before filming it so that I just reduce the number of retakes that I may have and just have it go through smoothly. And if you are just starting out, I would say use Instagram stories or even Snapchat, because nobody uses Snapchat if you don't want anyone to see you doing it. Yeah, just use anything, even your phone camera, to just practice. Over time, I promise you'll get better, it's going to be more natural and you don't have to rehearse as much as you would be starting out. And on to tip number 3, and that is to build the wall.
Build that wall. Build that wall.
Build the wall, yes. I know it can be really tough to vlog in public, and especially when you're alone and you feel that people are just giving you this weird stares. I myself have been really uncomfortable and it takes a while for me to actually warm up. The only way to combat this is to build the damn wall and cut out all of the distractions that you may have, or if you're really conscious about it, you just have to cut it all out and focus on telling your story to your camera, to your audience, and there's nothing else that's gonna interrupt that. And even when if you're with your friends, they might laugh at you or be really weirded out for you talking to the camera and stuff like that. But if you're able to build that wall and be confident on focusing on telling your story, then people around you or even the public would get that, oh, this guy is like legit. Yeah, people just brush it off and be more comfortable with it as well. So on to tip number 4, and that is don't be an updater. Basically, don't just update about your location or what you're doing. Hello, we are at Mount Bromo and we're gonna see the sunrise. Alright, now we're gonna have lunch. Okay, walking towards our lunch place. You know what I mean? So it's just updating, there's nothing going on, but you should try to always input on your emotions, whether you're excited or you're disgusted or you're not looking forward to it. Be more descriptive about your emotions and how you're feeling, and that way you can definitely tell, you know, a more engaging story and just make it more personal rather than just telling people, hey, we are. Alright, on to tip number 5, and that is to capture a variation of angles in your vlog. So for example, you don't want the entire vlog to just be on your face, and you don't want your vlog to just be wide angle all the time or be on a GoPro all the time. You want to have a variation of, say, at the bare minimum, wide angles and close-ups, and then from there on you can do a lot of things. Wide angles on yourself, on the landscapes, and you can even have close-ups on the details, on your food, on people, and this is just visual stimulation to add to your story. Of course, story is still king, but having a variation of angles does help to keep viewers more stimulated in investing their time to watch the entire video. Alright, so on to tip number 6, and that is to surprise your audience, basically through creative transitions. For example, from my Berlin vlogs where I threw myself on the bed and it changes from nighttime to daytime, and basically I shot both of these on a tripod. Okay, it has to be on a tripod and it cannot move, and I did the exact same action, just that one was shot in the night and the other was shot in the day, and I've just pieced it together and it seems like it magically turns from night to day. And so when an audience sees a creative transition like this, usually they'll go like, what? Like, what? Okay, so I'm down to my very last tip, and that is to focus on the meat. So this kind of applies more towards the editing side of things. You want to include the best sides, best moments that you had. Trim out all of the random chatter, random banter with your friends, unless it's really entertaining. Try to make it really concise and then move on to the next scene. You don't want to be, having a scene with so much talking that you don't really show much of the sides. Again, unless it's really interesting to your title or to your content. Okay, sorry, so I kind of have like a bonus tip, and that is when something bad happens, vlog it. For example, if your car broke down or you fell sick or your drone crashed, more often than times it's good to actually document and vlog it, because people are just naturally drawn to content that when shit happens, our natural reaction is always to try and fix it, and I'm guilty of that as well. When you come across a situation that is not so good, not so ideal, it's actually the best time. And I would say the only exception to this is when, say, someone is injured and someone really needs help. You should definitely put the camera away and go help the person. I mean, this is a question of ethics already, and definitely you need to be able to know when to draw the line of creating good content and just being a good human being. Why? Alright, so that is all, and I really do hope that you find these tips useful, that you can implement into your future vlogs, and let me know in the comment section on what else you'd like to learn next, and I will definitely consider all of the options. So yeah, do give this video a thumbs up, it really helps, and don't forget to subscribe and join in the ride for more videos like this, and I will see you in the next one. Take care everybody, bye.